Welcome, MechWarrior. You're accessing beginner-level training manuals for the JR7-D provided by Ronin Fox Armored Security. I'll be your instructor, Fox. This tactical debriefing will explain the technical specifications, strengths and weaknesses of the JR-D, as well as how to refit and operate your own in the field. Because this is of the beginner level, some restrictions will apply, including no lost tech, no upgrades, no mods. DLC will be allowed. Let us begin. Diplon Mech Yards, Jenner JR7-D. Weight class, light. Battle roll, striker. Availability, very common. Threat level, moderate. Description. The Jenner was built specifically for the Draconis Combine shortly after General Kerensky's Great Exodus. The original model mounted a large laser on a turret, the same kind that a Union-class dropship would use. However, the turret was too fragile and the idea abandoned before being refined into the recognizable Jenner that we see today. The Jenner was a complete success and became a symbol of the Draconis Combine's pride and power. It was so effective that House Steiner would design an entire battle mech, the Wolfhound, just to counter it. One of the favorite tactics used by the Jenner was to mount Inferno missiles and swarm larger mechs using the missiles to overheat its victim. Those searching for a Jenner can find them virtually anywhere due to the mass production and salvage of the model by other factions. However, most regularly it will be found in the hands of the Draconis Combine. Specifications. Maximum weight, 35 tons. Minimum weight, 20.5 tons. This means 14.5 tons are available for customization. Maximum speed, 113.4 kilometers forward, 75 kilometers reverse, standard engine. This could be seen as above average speed for a light mech. Armor. Stock armor is 128 units, which is 4 tons of standard armor. Maximum possible armor is 250 units, which is 7.81 tons of armor. This could both be seen as below average armor for a 35-ton mech, but also average armor for mechs of similar role and weight class. Weapons include 4 medium lasers, 2 in the right arm, 2 in the left arm. 1 SRM-4 center torso with 1 ton of SRM ammo, which is 340 missiles or 85 volleys, right torso. 5 Class 5 jump jets, 2 in the right torso, 2 in the left torso, 1 in the center torso, and 1 additional heatsink. Strengths and weaknesses. The JR-D is a striker mech, meaning it carries out rapid raids, often preferring hit-and-run tactics. In this role, it performs well, and these are its strengths. Fast. The Jenner is very quick. Dedicated scouts may be capable of outrunning it, but not by much. It can outrun anything that it cannot outshoot. Accurate. The arm-mounted lasers provide extreme accuracy, making the Jenner a deadly interceptor against targets that rely on their speed for protection. Common. The mass production of the Jenner makes this mech easy to acquire. The Jenner is not perfect, however. These are its weaknesses. Fragile arms. The maximum armor on the Jenner's arms is only 14 points. Compare this to other 35-ton mechs such as the Firestarter and Panther, who have 24 armor on the arms. This is a problem as most of the Jenner's firepower is located in its arms. However, it's also worth noting that this is not a net loss in armor for the mech, as its torso, by comparison, is more heavily reinforced. Cannot melee. The arms serve mostly as turrets and are incapable of melee combat. Lastly, the Jenner has a larger engine than normal, which gives it its signature speed but reduces total available tonnage for customization. One effect of this is that the Jenner overheats easily, as the mech has fewer heat sinks by comparison to other 35-ton mechs. Recustomization. Ronin Fox Armored Security recommends the following JR-D rebuild for the beginner-level MechWarrior. It will improve the mech's survivability, allowing more room for error before critical failure. Starting with a stripped mech, add 4 medium lasers short burst. If you do not have these, standard medium lasers will also work. Max the armor and add 3 heat sinks. This will take the mech beyond its maximum tonnage limit. Bring it into compliance by tuning the armor. First, set all rear armor to 10 and move the rest to the front armor. Set the head armor to 24 and the leg armor to 30 each. This rebuild greatly increases armor while still maintaining similar firepower, as the mech will overheat even with the additional heat sinks, albeit at a slower rate. BattleRom. Now that the JR7-D has been recustomized, it's time to learn how to operate it in the field. These will be the conditions for the mission. Mission type, battlefield. Difficulty, 20. Drop weight, 160 tons. Allies include 3 JR7-Ds, all in stock configuration. Pilot skill, green. If you have your own BattlePod training simulator, check Document 1 for an instant action code allowing you to recreate this exact battle for training purposes. Welcome to Dobson, MechWarrior. Faced with the overwhelming Federated Commonwealth Alliance, the Draconis Combine launches a counter-invasion in an attempt to force FedCom to put out more fires than it can respond to. Lance is tasked with intercepting FedCom reconnaissance units searching for the 4th Ghost Battalion. You'll be seeing the perspective of its leader, Draco-1. After a brief wait, Lance discovers their first group of scouts, an attack helicopter with 2 new mech models, a Raven and a Wolfhound. Draco-1 uses an alternate weapons group for chain-fired lasers, allowing him to eliminate multiple helicopters within 4 lasers instead of overkilling a single helicopter with a blast of 4 medium lasers. The Raven arrives ahead of the Wolfhound, and Draco swarms the mech. Its slow speeds by light mech standards is ideal for a simple circle strafing technique. The Wolfhound arrives as the Raven goes down. Far more dangerous than a Raven, Draco-1 takes advantage of the trees to interfere with the Wolfhound's targeting. Utilizing classic Combine swarm tactics, the Wolfhound is overwhelmed and brought down. After sweeping several light vehicles in their combat patrol, Draco finds the rest of the FedCom recon team, another group of attack helicopters with a Vulcan and a Javelin. The Vulcan and the Javelin attack together, and Draco-1 engages the Vulcan. The superior speed of the Jenner pressures the Vulcan into evasive maneuvers. However, the arm-mounted lasers of the Jenner are easily capable of tracking the mech's vertical movement. Draco-1 pushes towards the Vulcan's back just outside of its firing arc, making it awkward to return fire. The Javelin is the next target, already weakened by the rest of Lance. It attempts the same jump jet evasion maneuver of the Vulcan, however it lacks the former's skinny, slender chassis, and the evasion attempt it makes does no good to the Jenner's accurate lasers. Returning home after a successful interception, Lance suffered light damage, and the entire Lance contributed well to the overall effort. This concludes the tactical debriefing for the Jenner JR7-D. You now have a stronger understanding of its specifications, strengths and weaknesses, as well as how to refit and operate your own JR-D in the field. Thank you for choosing Ronin Fox Armored Security for all your training needs. And that is the JR-D guide. Thank you so much for watching, and as is tradition, my final rating on the JR-D out of character. So, I always do Draconis Combine start, so I'm very familiar with the Jenner. It's one of my preferred light mechs. And one of the things, as I noted earlier, the arms are a bit fragile, so one of the ways you can protect yourself is by fighting at 400 meters. You'll definitely take less damage if you do that. Overall, it's definitely not an overwhelming OP mech, but it is a really solid workhorse, just helps you do well in the light class. Definitely recommend it. Anyways, that's that. If you enjoyed the video, show the Fox some love by liking the video, leaving a comment, and of course subscribing to the channel to help me grow my Battletech audience. It's a team effort between content creator and viewer. Also, tune into the streams where I study all sorts of mechs, even the unpopular ones. Till next time, though, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.